Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is a 600 pp build for the amazing Ferrari Testarossa from 1991. So this is amazing at Tokyo Expressway and any of those weekly challenges that we all love. So make sure you get your Ferrari Testarossa, follow me to the tuning shop, and then we need to head over to GT Auto and get this absolute powerhouse of a prancing horse ready to rock and roll at the Tokyo Expressway. So make sure you're ready to go because this is going to be a good one. So now we're at the tuning shop, here's a few things that you're going to want to need to get. So in sports, you're going to get weight reduction stage 1. And as you can see, I've gone for a mad variety of tyres here, but sports hard are the ones that you're going to want to need. I've been doing a lot of testing for other builds and sports hard's the one you need for this. Now, club sport, you want to get weight reduction stage 2, a power restrictor and a ballast. Semi-racing, you want a racing crankshaft, fully customizable computer, a fully customizable LSD and increase the body rigidity. Under racing, you want to get a racing air filter, racing silencer, a racing exhaust manifold and racing brake pads. I have gone for the drill discs on this one under racing brake kit, brake balance controller, fully customizable suspension, a racing clutch and flywheel, and fully customizable racing transmission. You don't need any of those tyres as you can see for this build. And under extreme you can see all you need is a steering angle adapter there. Under ultimate I have got titanium connecting rods and pistons. You need to be level 50 or over to access ultimate. So what you need to do to get there quickly is smash those cafe menu books. I can't stress that enough. Follow me to GT Auto and we'll continue the rest of this build. So now we're at GT Auto, you want to go to car customization, and this is where we're going to get things well underway. So the first thing that you want to do is go to wheels. You can see I've gone for those Polka wheels again. I'm a bit of a sucker for them at the minute. I think they look absolutely amazing on some of these older models, and these are the DR5s. So what you want to do, 16-inch standard, rim width standard and offset wide. Okay, get those installed on there. Once you've got those installed, custom parts, you want to go to wing and you want a custom wing set. Okay, very important, not a standard, custom wing set. Now you've done that, you can go to racing items and do a bonnet pin and a toe hook. Entirely up to you, make it a bit more customized for your taste. Light bulbs, I went for the super cool ones, remove the number plates, and obviously you can change your caliper colour there. I've gone for the very old Apple computer logo livery on this. And if you go to load style, this is where you're going to find it. So go to content search and content search again, and you can see 42 pages, and that's who's made this one. So it's Ad Moquin. Really nice looking design. Check out their gallery for more designs. If you like me, give it a like, stick it in your collection, and you can leave a note in there just saying what you think. And it helps these guys know their time and effort is worth it. And for me, it's helping us build our Gran Turismo community a bit more tight knit. Okay, now we've done that, let's head back to the garage, tuning sheet, and we'll get this finished off there. So now we're back at the garage. Here are the settings that you're going to need to make for this 500 brake horsepower monster for Tokyo. So first of all, you're going to need to set sports hard tyres. And then you're going to want to do your body height adjustment to 100 at the front and 150 at the rear. Your anti-roll bar, 7 at the front, 10 at the rear. Your dampen ratio compression, 35 at the front and 37 at the rear. Your dampen ratio expansion, 45 at the front and 48 at the rear. Now your natural frequency, I want that. Now your natural frequency, 2.4 at the front and 2.75 at the rear. And your negative camber angle, 3 front and rear. Now your toe angle, you want a toe out of 0.15 at the front and in 0.30 at the rear. Make sure you get that right. Now down at your differential gear, initial torque, I've set that to 10, acceleration sensitivity 20, lower that if you can't handle the power. If the car spins out on you, lower this. Okay, braking sensitivity 15, helps when you're approaching that first corner. Instead of riding that wall, use your brakes. Yeah, come on people, To be a great driver, you need to make sure you can brake and handle these corners, so please try again, and let's stop wall riding. Right, rear downforce 200, your ECU set that to 98 on the adjustable output, and your ballast set that to 50, and your ballast positioning of -27. Now your power restrictor stays at 100% because you make sure that's the last thing that you reduce. It's always the output adjustment first. Now your top speed, set that to 300 km/h on the automatically adjusted section. Go to manual adjustments and make these settings. So first gear 2.084, second gear 1.598, third gear 1.251, fourth gear 1.028, and fifth gear 0.920. That's a final drive of 3.210. Now with everything else that we've purchased from the tuning shop, you can see it's all there, and even the steering angle adapters on, and that certainly does help when you're going through the little quick chicane after the first corner, and it just helps with the little sharp corners if you're approaching a bit too quickly. Now I'm just going to run through Tokyo Expressway, but before you decide to leave the video, bear this in mind. I had a shocker. I was catching up. I was going to take second place, run it up to first, and then a span out. Cost me 10 seconds. Now if you want to see probably one of the best recovery drives at Tokyo Expressway in a 1991 Ferrari Testarossa, stay tuned. So where we are at the start of Tokyo, you can see very quickly catching a Viper SRT and that Aston Martin DB11. So this car is very quick down this back straight. Just make sure on that final corner you get your angles right on the exit. Very important. Anyone that loves this game and races this track a lot will know exactly what I mean. It's making sure you get your exit right, because that'll benefit you on this long straight. So here we are, you can see on that radar on the bottom right, I slam on, suddenly hit Blazan, bit late on the brakes, I will openly admit that. Then I get smashed into by my Ozono myself. So you can see the damage to the front and rear bumper there, but don't let that try and impact your race. You just crack on as you normally would. I would highly recommend using that radar on the bottom right if you're doing a race like this, and even if you're doing daily races, because it does allow you to know where your competition is and when they're getting a lot closer to you, just to make sure you avoid any action that's going to get you reprimanded or make you lose your driver rating. So you can see the car's pretty well planted to the ground. It's sticking really well, and even in these early stages we're able to keep up with the rest of the pack. Do make a couple of little errors. That's mainly just because I've spent so long on this today and it was just starting to get a little bit draining, constantly doing the same thing over and over again, trying to perfect this car. But I'm pretty sure that it's nailed down. I'm very happy with it, and you can let me know what you think after you've tried it in the comments below. So as you can see, coming up to the end of lap 1, and we'll move this on to where I made a major mistake, and I honestly thought I had ruined the race. This is how good this car is. You quickly catch everyone up, but I made the mistake and it cost me 8 or 9 seconds, so it's a pretty big deficit on this track. So let's move on to that, and you can let me know what you think and if you think the recovery drive was worth it. So here we are, 10 minutes and 10 seconds into the race. I'm catching Cockabun. I'm trying to make sure I can pass him as quickly as possible, and I thought I'd take him on the inside, which I did. I managed to get it slowed down, I turned in, and then he just caught the front of the car as he's at the wall, and it spun me round. So unfortunately, because of the wheel clip in there, that's caused me to have that massive impact. He's managed to skate off into the distance somehow, I'm not sure, and then the car just wouldn't settle in because of the wheel. So as you can see now, that deficit is now up to nearly 9 seconds. Absolute nightmare, if I'm honest. And I've not even got round that last corner, and he's already on his way scampering down the main straight. So as I turn this corner now, it's over 10 seconds, or nearly 10 seconds, and you just think, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do? How am I going to get past it? And exactly 1 lap later, you can see I've got that deficit nearly halved. I am trying to catch as fast as I can, and you can see there they're doing pretty well. So Swillow's pitted, and I think, right, I'm going to pit as well, and let's see how this all ends. just coming down that main straight now to start lap 9, and you can see Cockabon's just in front, and that time is tumbling. This car is very quick, very agile, and you can see him just in the distance, and that is it. I want to make sure that I go for first. Now looking at the lineup, you can see Gallo, Sassuolo and Cockabon. Gallo's going to pit again. Fact, Gallo pits twice on this race. Sassuolo and Cockabon, they're the two that we're after. So we're after Cockabon in front and Sassuolo who's in that skyline. So here we go, already starting to do great on that long straight. Managed to get it down into first. This car's fantastic under braking, and this is where that steering angle adapter certainly helps on these corners, because on these tyres you are still a little bit open to little mistakes like I've just done there. So you just need to try and adjust your driving style as best you can. Now that cost me a second and I was furious, absolutely furious at that. But like I say, I've been on this for many hours now during the day, just trying to perfect this car. So here we go, flying around these laps, take this little chicane really well, in my opinion. Up to third, power it through now. You can see that time tumbling to Cockabon. It's now under 3 seconds. So let's get back onto the main straight and see how it goes. Where we are, just about to start lap 10. Cockabon's less than a second in front now, and that time is tumbling. Gallo's pitted like I've said he would. He always pits twice on this race, and that's it. On the left hand side, we're going to take Cockabon. There we go. And who's that as we hit the crest in the distance? Sassuolo. 4.4 seconds ahead, and that's it. Lap 10. How fast can we catch him? Here's the raw footage. Right, 4 seconds. Come on. Take some more risks. Come on! Balance this car is amazing. Come on. Not rushing, no diving. Get you on the straight. Oh. Oh. Give me some room. Come on. 2 laps. Come on, 2 laps of you being an absolute menacing prancing horse. can you? This is the best recovery drive I've ever done. Keep it together. Right, pallet. Well, it's all good enough. Goes to quick 9, cross my line. Wait, there it is. Come on, we got this. Positive. No, come on. Silly mistake. Too busy looking at the fuel gauge. And that's it. As we come round that last corner, you can see 0.3 laps remaining of fuel. That's 4%. Now I did adjust that, as you've seen at the start of the lap, just to make sure I could definitely get to the end. So you can see there 6.2 seconds ahead of Sassuolo, and that's a recovery drive I'm very, very proud of, and it shows that you can do it too. And we crossed the line for the win. That's it, another 550,000 credits in the bank at Tokyo Expressway. So don't forget, these builds are great for your weekly challenges as well as the usual money races. Please let me know in the comments below what you think of this one. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of these amazing builds in the future. And if you have a car you want to see built specifically for a race, please let me know in the comments below.